welcome back to Survival Society, hanging out here on the server. Right, so our new mod tutorial is going to be about IC2. I'm going to be explaining IC2 of my knowledge anyway of it. Do you guys hopefully understand this? If this helps, please do give the video a like, because it helps me make better videos and stuff. So let me just turn this down so I don't see my waypoints. Done. Back. Right. Okay, so first things first, I suppose, is its ore generation. The IC2 does have an ore generation, but in most servers they turn it off because if they have terminal expansion inside in the mod pack as well, then it brings in ores as well. So and the terminal expansion ores are interchangeable with IC2, so they'll work for IC2 as well as they will work for terminal expansion. So some of the servers turn off most of IC2's ore generation, but they leave on the uranium ore, which is used in reactors and nuclear reactors and stuff like that. So the uranium is used for power generation mainly. It's very poisonous when you refine it, so I would be careful picking it up. But it's fine if you pick it up like this. You know, it's not going to poison you if you pick it up as an ore form. It's just when you refine it into like rods, fuel rods and stuff is the issue because they become toxic. So the first thing that you want to do is when you're actually in terminal expansion is you want to set up some power generation. You want to set up a way of generating power so you can provide power to all your other machines and get them running and stuff. But you also want a way to store power. So the first place that you want to store power is either one of these 4 blocks, right? You can create a bat box which will hold 40,000 EU and it'll output a 32 EU per tick, and that's crafted using 5 wood, 3 batteries and an insulated tin cable. Now I will warn you guys, don't trust NEI when it comes to the actual IC2 crafting, because it's actually wrong. You have to go on to the wiki of IC2 to get the proper crafting, because with the new IC2 NEI wasn't compatible with it, so you won't get the proper you won't get the proper recipe if you use. Why is that like that now? Okay, never mind. But yeah, you won't use the proper recipe, because like if I click here, this is giving you the right recipe, but some stuff won't give you the right recipe. So a battery is this. It is 4 tin casing, 2 redstone, and an insulated tin cable. Insulated tin cable is 1 rubber or raw rubber, and a tin cable. Tin cable is a tin plate using a cutter. A cutter is crafted with 3 iron plates and 2 ingots. Iron plates are crafted with an iron ingot and a forge hammer. Forge hammer is crafted with 5 pieces of iron and 2 sticks in that format, or in the other format. Basically, you put, to get a plate or to get a tin item casing, you put a plate with a forge hammer, and to get a plate, you basically put the material with the forge hammer. Okay, so that's how you get the plates, and that's how you create the bat box. To get the cables, you have to put the plate with the cutter, and it cuts the plate into cables. Then IC2 is a little bit harder than usual, but you know, it's pretty cool. It makes the game harder to play, makes you do a little bit more work, so I actually prefer it. It's a lot better. Right, so the CESU is the next one. It can hold 300,000 EU, and it outputs 128 EU per tick. and you craft that using bronze plates, advanced re-batteries, right, bronze item casings, and they're the same, you just put them in like that, and a copper cable, which is the same. Okay. Then you have the MFE, which holds 4 million EU, and that outputs 512 per tick, which is 4 energy crystals, a basic machine casing, and 4 insulated gold cables. The insulated gold cables are the exact same as they are with the copper and the tin and all that sort of stuff, so you don't need to see that. But the energy crystals are a little bit different. You need 9 enderium dust just to make 1 crystal, right? And that's in a compressor. And to make 9 enderium dust, you need 4 diamond dust and 5 redstone. The diamond dust is created when you put a diamond inside a macerator and you get 1 diamond dust. So it's very expensive now to create some of these machines. So I would be hesitant on making those. So there's the final recipe, guys. There you go. Yeah. And then the final one is the MFSU, which can hold 40 million EU, and it outputs at 2048 EU per tick, and that is crafted with 6 Laptron crystals, 1 advanced circuit, an MFE, and an advanced machine casing. The Laptron crystals are created with an energy crystal, 2 advanced circuits, and 6 lapis lazuli dust. The lapis lazuli dust, as you just saw there now, there you go. You can either put a plate in to get the dust, or you can put a piece of lapis in to get the dust, or you can put in a block of lapis to get 9 pieces of the dust. The advanced circuit is created with 4 redstone, 2 glowstone, 2 lapis, and an electric circuit. The electric circuit is 6 copper cables, an iron plate, and 2 pieces of redstone in either those 2 different functions. Let's see here now. The advanced machine casing is 2 carbon plates, 1 basic machine casing, and 2 advanced alloys. Advanced alloys are crafted with mixed metal ingots inside a compressor, and the mixed metal ingots are 3 iron plates, 3 bronze plates, and 3 tin plates. Okay? So I just recommend using these ones. Don't use these ones because they're Calavia core. They're not really good. So use these ones. They're IC2. Use the ones that are formatted IC2. I would recommend, because sometimes the Calavia core messes up. So there's the final recipe for the MFSU, guys. And that's that. Now, this does change some vanilla items, mainly the furnace. The furnace is a slow cooking machine that is used in all vanilla and all this stuff. You just use it to cook up food, ores, whatever. The iron furnace cooks a little bit faster, which is pretty cool. So the cobblestone furnace is 8 cobblestone in a circle, and the iron furnace then is the vanilla furnace with 5 iron plates in that format. Alright, so that's that. So once you have your way of storing your energy, you'll want a way of creating energy and capturing it, or making energy, producing it. And there's these different types here that you can actually use. The best one is solar, which is that big huge long staircase type thing. But the more powerful ones are like nuclear, but they're sometimes unstable, and geothermal generators. They're pretty cool. So first you have your generator, which can store an internal battery of 4000 EU for when one of those is full, and it outputs 10 per tick. So that is crafted with a battery, 3 iron plates, and an iron furnace. And as I said to you before, guys, the IC2 is a little bit messed up when it comes to some blocks, so this is not how you get it, so don't believe it. Alright, you don't put an OR battery in or battery in and you get a generator. That doesn't work, so don't bother trying to believe that, because it just doesn't work. Geothermal generator can hold an internal battery of 24,000 EU and output 20 EU per tick. And that is 4 glass, 2 empty cells, 2 iron item casings, and a generator. Right? The empty cells are created using an extruding in the metal former, which I'll show you in a bit. You just put a tin plate inside here and it gives you 3 empty cells. I think you can create it some other way as well. No, okay, they changed it. But that's how you make the cells, and then the item casings, you know, because I showed you a while ago. Alright, so the next one is the water mill. Water mill works when there's water just all around it. And that is created with a generator, 4 wood and 4 wooden sticks. And you get 2 of those. I don't know if that's right. That could be wrong. Just in case, guys, have the wiki open just to confirm that I'm actually using the right one, because I can't actually show you the wiki because my capture card only actually captures the game, so I can't show you the wiki. But just check on the wiki anyway for the recipes, because the ones that I'm showing you might not work. So if they don't work, just jump on the wiki and have a look. It'll be in the description down below anyway for you to click on. So, alright. So the solar panel is the next one. This is one of the solar panel, one of the 4 solar panels that you can have. This one is crafted with 3 coal dust, 3 glass, 2 electric circuits. So yeah, coal dust is basically in a pulverizer or in a macerator. And be aware, guys, you need the basic solar panels to craft all the other solar panels. So for the low voltage solar, you need 8 solar panels to craft it and 1 LV transformer. LV transformer is made with 6 wood, a coil, and 2 insulated tin cables. Coil is made with 8 uninsulated copper cable and an iron ingot. Then the medium voltage, which is created with 8 low voltage and a ME transformer, which is 2 copper cables and a basic machine casing. Once again, I don't know if it's right, but I would assume it probably is. And then the high voltage is 8 medium and 1 high voltage transformer, which I pressed the wrong key again. So there you go. That is 2. Yeah, you see here now, this is where it's complicated. I don't know if this is right or not. So let's just say it is right. So you need an advanced battery, an electric circuit, and 2 insulated gold cables with an ME transformer in the middle. Right, guys, so next up we have, once I get rid of this inventory, we have the windmill. So the windmill works the higher it is, so it can store 5 EU and it outputs 4. Okay, so the higher you place this, the more power it'll put out, or the more wind it'll catch, the more efficient it will run. So having it higher is a lot better. And then finally the nuclear reactor, which is the most powerful one, but the most unstable one. When you open up the GUI, you'll see that the basic block itself can only have a 3x6 inventory, where the full thing can have a 9x6 inventory. So, and to make it full, you need these nuclear reactor chambers. You basically shove them on the sides of the reactor like this, and that's the biggest reactor you can make, and it unlocks the entire thing. And then you just put your fuel rods, these things, and your coolant cells and all these things here in there. Now the wiki should show you a nice stable reactor that you can use, so that's pretty good. But it doesn't tell you, like, there you go. I mean, like, if you hover over it, it'll tell you how much it actually outputs and stuff. So it can output up to 8,196 EU per tick, and that is dangerous levels, because to get to that level of power output, you have to minimize the safety parameters around having it. And if this blows up in your base will basically, it might not do enough damage if you do some reinforcing around it, but it'll do damage, and it will also radiate your base, so like whenever you walk in there you'll get hungry. You'll get hungry, and you won't be able to walk around or anything like that. So be careful with the nuclear reactors, they are very dangerous. Okay, so next up is the basic machines that come in IC2 and the ones that you can basically use. So the electric furnace is basically an upgrade to the iron furnace. It runs off electricity and it can run like upgrades into it, which will make it go faster, process stuff faster, and it's pretty cool. It works really good. It works at 3 EU per tick, so it uses 3 EU per tick per job. The macerator, oh yeah, I'll show you the recipe of this, sorry now. Oh, there we go. So it's crafted with an iron furnace, an electric circuit, and a two redstone. Okay, and that gets you the electric furnace. And the server is restarting, guys. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back in a moment. Thanks. Alright, hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so the server just restarted, just finished that off. Right, so the macerator, you can use it to crush up your ores into dusts, and then put the dusts into the furnace to double your ores. Every ore will give you 2 dust of the ore that you put in, and then you can cook those dusts then up into the ingots of the material that you put in. And you'll get 1 ingot per dust and 2 dust per ore. So that's pretty cool. Macerator is crafted using 3 flint, 2 cobblestone, a basic machine casing, and an electric circuit. The machine casing is, 8 iron plates around in one another. Okay, so the extractor is basically used for rubber trees. If I just quickly, I need bone meal. Where's bone meal? Right, so these rubber trees, I'll just put it over here. There we go. So those rubber trees are basically the IC2 rubber trees. And if you break the leaves, no, wrong again. There we go. Right, if you break the leaves, broke it again. Bollocks. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let me just get a sickle. No, can I use this one? I cannot, not in survival. There we go. Right. Okay. So, when you're running around the world, you will come across these trees, and these are used in IC2. What you have to look for is these resin pouches on the side of the logs. They can be up to maybe 4 on a tree, or just 1. You could be barely even lucky enough to find 4. Sometimes you might not find any if you're unlucky. But these things basically give you rubber, which you get sticky resin from that, and then you put the sticky resin into the extractor and you get a load of rubber. Now to get the sticky resin out of there, you need a tree tap. So let me find a tree tap. There we go, tree tap. And you craft that like that with the wooden planks. So you need 5 wooden planks in that shape. And then basically you just get the tree tap and you right click the sticky resin. And then you can get anything up to 3 or 4 sticky resin from one of the pouches. But don't be constantly right clicking the pouch, because they dry up and they don't regenerate. If you leave the pouch alone, it'll come back on its own every now and then, and you'll be able to get more sticky resin from it. So if I just go over here, And let me just grab this. We'll put that up against the extractor. There we go, the extractor now has power, and we put that in there. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go get some upgrades, hold on. There we go. Do that again. Those in there. Right, so if I just put 10 in there because I know 10 works. So you put the sticky resin in, and you get, for one sticky resin, you get 3 rubber. So there you go, 6 rubber for you. Now you can always go off and get the wood and shove that in, and you'll get 1 piece of rubber out of a piece of wood. And I don't know if you put the sapling in. I think you might get some rubber out of it. Yeah, there you go. If you put a sapling in, you get 1 piece of rubber as well. So it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So hopefully. Right, and we'll just hook all these up there because I'm going to be showing you how to use all these, so might as well give them power. Right, so the next one up is, or did I show you an extractor? I didn't. So the extractor is 4 3 taps, an electric circuit, and a basic machine casing. So that's pretty cool. Next one up is the compressor. The compressor is used for several different things. You can click that button there and it'll show you the recipes that you can use it, so you can craft them into dense bronze plates. Loads of different, there's 19 pages of different recipes, but it's another tool that you use for advancing yourself in IC2. So that's crafted with 6 stone, 1 electric circuit, and a basic machine casing. And that's used to make the energy crystals. You compress the diamond dust or enderium dust or something like that down. Yeah, there you go. You compress the enderium dust down into an energy crystal using the compressor. So that's pretty good. Alright, so next up is the canning machine. The canning machine is pretty cool. It's made with 7 tin item casings with a basic machine casing and an electric circuit. This basically, what this does is it cans food for you. So you can can stuff. You can can fuel, you can can food. So if I just do canning of food, so if we just get cans, empty cans, can we find empty cans? Don't think. Where are the empty cans now? There we go. Tin can. Alright, so if we just put those in there or somewhere, I don't know where you put them. I can't quite remember how to do this. I think if you just get a bit of food, it puts the food into the can. Yeah guys, I'm very sorry. Canning food. Huh. This is okay, I'm sorry guys, I don't know how to actually use that one. Apparently it has changed. But before you used to be able to just can food and have cans of food around, which it was an easy way. Instead of having like different types of food inside your chest, you could just can everything and have all just one type of food. It was pretty cool. But unfortunately I can't tell you how that works. So right, so the next one up is the miner. The miner is basically something like a quarry, but it mines straight down. It doesn't do anything else but straight down. So we just grab a miner and we go over here. We put the miner in the middle. We put that there. Then we get a ore scanner. Find an ore scanner. I'll just take this one. So we put that in there, and then we put a diamond drill. I'll just break that for now. Where's the drills? The drills are down here, aren't they? Yeah, there. Alright, so if I just take that, and I put that there. No, wrong one. Okay. This one. Ah, there we go. Okay. So you got your diamond drill, and then you just need mining pipe. So there we go. Mining pipe, and then you put that in there. Then you give it power, and it spits out stuff in a straight line all the way down. As far as I know. Oh, it ran out of power. Okay, day. There you go. So there you are. Look, it's digging away, and it digs straight down in a straight line. And the thing in here is this ore scanner. Basically, what it does is it scans around the place, and it looks for ores, and it digs out anything that's rare in the area. But it digs it straight down as well if it has that. There you go. I found an ore. So it dug out the ore, and then it kept going down, digging through the cobblestone and the dirt until it actually finds something of interest that is of value to what we are looking for. The only downside to this actual section, I don't know if the mining pipe actually gets retracted back up once it's finished. As far as I know, it never used to. As far as I know, you had to actually do it yourself. But I could be wrong on that one. See, there you go. It took two of the special ones. This should still be working. Like, due to it actually working like that, yeah, it digs straight down now if you take the ore scanner out. If you have the ore scanner in there, it digs a lot slower because it looks for the ores. But if you don't have the ore scanner in there, it'll just dig straight down. So that's the miner, guys. Hopefully you like that. The next one up is the pump. The pump is the same thing. It pumps water or whatever that you want it to pump. So they're pretty cool. I'll show you the two recipes for that. So the miner is 2 electric cells, a basic machine casing, and 2 mining pipe. The pump is 4 empty cells, an electric casing, or circuit, a basic machine casing, 2 mining pipe, and a tree tap. Okay, guys. The mining pipe, I should have showed you the mining pipe. Sorry, my keys are going all wrong. So the mining pipe is 6 iron plates and a tree tap, and you get 8 of those for that. That's pretty good. Right, next up we have the magnetizer. The magnetizer is really cool. It works like a type of an elevator type thing. Once you give it power, it acts as if, I suppose, it magnetizes metal that touches it. So if we grab these two instruments here that I just grabbed, it works with the iron fences. So if we just put those up there, and then we put on these boots. There you go. See? So it works as an elevator type thing. The more pipes, the better it goes, basically. So if we just put this up a little bit more, say we wanted to come up to this tree line up here. Right, so that would be our floor. There you go. It has a range of, I want to say 16, but I could be wrong on that. But that's the magnetizer anyway. It's pretty cool, and it works in tangent with the rubber boots, the static boots, the iron fences, and the magnetizer. So the magnetizer is made with 2 iron fences, basic machine casing, and 6 redstone. The iron fences are made when you extrude an iron item casing inside a metal former, and you get 1 of those. Then the static boots are, I don't know if that's right. You should be able to use that, maybe, but I'll just call out the top one. 3 copper cables, 4 iron ingots, and a piece of wool. Okay, so they work. Right, the electrolyzer is used for different cells, water cells, so you can make better cooling for your reactors and stuff. You can electrolyze a cell of water to make it pretty cool. I think you use it in the Tesla coil and stuff. But yeah, that is made with 4 copper cables, an electric circuit, and energy 2 empty cells, and a basic machine casing. Okay. Next up we have the recycler. The recycler is pretty cool. Anything that you put in there, it turns it into scrap, which then you can turn the scrap into scrap boxes and get something out of the scrap box by random. It's basically a small little loot box that you get something out of it. So that's pretty cool. Right. And that is crafted, sorry now, using 1 piece of glowstone, 3 dirt, 2 iron ingots, and a compressor. Right guys, so next up we have the induction furnace. The induction furnace is another type of the electric furnace. It's just better. It runs off heat and energy. It's made with 7 copper, an advanced machine casing, which is made with 2 carbon plates, 2 advanced alloys, and a basic machine casing, and a electric furnace in the middle. Okay, and that works basically, the more heat, the faster it goes, and it works with redstone signal. So when it has a redstone signal, it turns on, and you can leave the redstone signal on constantly, or you can turn it off. But if you turn it off, it cools down. So some people leave it on to keep the heat up, and just so it cooks stuff faster. So it's pretty cool. Next one up is the mass fabricator. The mass fabricator is used in tune with UU matter. This is what you use to create UU matter. The more energy you give this, the more power, or the more you create. I don't think it. I think it is working. It's just it's very slow because it doesn't like. Sorry about that. Forgot about that thing again. Let me just see, can I get a bit more power going to this thing? Is it actually generating? Yeah, there you go, it is generating. Let's just drag you out here a little bit. Yeah. Well, anyway, there you go. So that's how you create UU, and then when you have your sufficient amount of UU created, you can start using it in the replicator. The replicator basically looks inside this thing here, your pattern storage, and you can create stuff that you scan. It's really cool. You can replicate different items basically from UU. UU is a lot harder now. Some people don't use it because it's way too hard to get working, and even though sometimes it doesn't work because of the fact that it doesn't it isn't compatible with every single item, like where UU used to be able to craft loads of different stuff. This new liquid type of UU doesn't work that much, but the mod creators are actually working into a way to make the solid version of the UU again, but you still have to use the liquid version of the UU. But you can use all the old recipes once you make the solid version. So to make a actual storage unit of an item, you need these things over here, which are crystal memories. To make the crystal memory, you need to make a crystal memory raw, which is with 5 silicon dust and 5 pulverized obsidian. And the silicon dust is made in the thermal centrifuge using 4 clay dust, and that gets you 1 silicon dust. And the clay dust then is just clay macerated. Okay. And then to make the actual crystal memory, all you have to do is you have to take the raw crystal memory and cook it. And then you get the crystal memory. And then with the crystal memory, all you do is you put it in here, in there. Then you put the item that you want to scan in there. Say that. No energy loss. Okay, so we'll take that and we'll run it up like that. There you go. Then it'll start scanning that item. It will do a percentage, and once it hits 100, it'll tell you if it's able to actually replicate that item or not. It's kind of, it's a bit stupid having to wait until it hits 100 for it to tell you if it can't scan that or not, because it's clearly scanning it. I think it would be a lot better if you put the item in and it actually tells you if it can crash or scan it or not. That way then you don't waste your time trying to figure out if you can scan it or not. So yeah, I think that's a very stupid thing that the mod authors did, and I'm very sorry if they do not think or agree with me on that one, but it is the truth. Right, so the next thing is the transformer. The transformer changes the area around you into a different type of biome. It can craft, or it can turn it into a desert biome where it never rains. It can turn it into a forest biome. Loads of different biomes, really. Show you the different ones here now once I find them. I've gone past them, I would say. There. Mushroom biome. Where are the other ones? The other ones are up here a little bit, I think. Are they? No, they're gone again. For fuck's sake, where are they? Mushroom biome. Ah, there you go. Flatification. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Desertification. That's basically a desert. Chilling is a frost biome. Irrigation is, it just gets rid of all the water in the area. Cultivation is a forest. And that's just an empty one. I have no idea what that one does. But anyway. Right, so that's the transformer. That's pretty cool. It's made with 4 glowstone, an empty TFBP, and a advanced machine casing, and 3 dirt. Okay. So next up is a teleporter. Basically, it's pretty cool. You can teleport from one section to another, and it works really cool. So if I place this one down here, I don't think it requires power to actually. I don't think the receiver requires power to receive you, but let's see anyway. So what you need to work these, you need a frequency transmitter. You right click one of the teleporters and you right click it on the other one, and then when you come in here and you actually put a redstone signal, let's see here, onto the teleporter, it will teleport you to the actual area. So you see there now the teleporter turned on. Once you walk into that teleporter, okay, maybe the other one actually does need a redstone signal as well. No? Oh wait, no, yeah, there's no power. Come on. Why you no work? Maybe the other one needs power as well. Sorry guys, this has changed in a while. Cannot link a teleport to itself. The hell? Come on. It's very weird, guys. Maybe it has to be a distance. Unless the power unit is below it. As far as I know, it doesn't require it to be anywhere. Let's see, can we try this again? Come on, work. Yeah, guys, I don't know what's up with it. It's not working. But yeah. teleporter is made with 4 advanced circuits, 2 glass fiber cables, an advanced machine casing, and a frequency transmitter, and a diamond or industrial diamond. Glass fiber cables are made with 2 indium dust, 1 pulverized silver, and 6 glass. The frequency transmitter is made with 1 electric circuit and a copper cable. And you know how to make everything else. Okay, so the next one is a Tesla coil. Tesla coil is pretty cool. Basically, it works with redstone signal, and it shocks everything around it. So if we just get some creepers here, just get some around the area, just turn it on. There you go. So that's pretty cool. Shocks everything around it, including yourself. So be careful. So that's made with 5 redstone, ME transformer, an electric circuit, and 2 iron item casings. Next up is the crop mortation. This basically grows crops faster around the area. It kind of like fertilizes them and makes them grow faster when they have the support frames around them. So that's how you craft it. There you go. Okay. Next up is the thermal centrifuge. That is how you make the cell things for the replicator. So how you craft that is with a mining laser, 2 coils, 4 iron ingots, an electric motor, and an advanced machine casing. Electric motor is 2 coils, 2 item casings, and a piece of iron. The mining laser is 2 redstone and an energy crystal, an electric circuit, and 4 advanced alloys. That's pretty cool. The metal former. Who the hell is this? Oh, never mind. Metal former is basically the easier way. Instead of having to keep on crafting the hammers and the pliers, you can basically tell it to do it in here. So there you go. You have the 2 different types. You have the hammer, which is the rolling, and then you have the cutter, which is the pliers. So that's pretty cool. You can automate everything. Next up is the trader mat. Trader mat is basically a shop. You put what you want in there, and then you put what you offer in there. So when a person comes up to it, he'll put what you want into the top slot, and then what you offer to that person for giving you what you want will pop into the bottom. And you have to have like a chest connected to this with the storage in it. Otherwise the shop won't run. And the energy trader mat is the exact same. You put what you want in there, then you put your cell in there, and then it charges it up for you and puts it out there. So that's pretty cool, guys. Right, so just go through a couple items here. So you've seen the cell, you've seen those. Now here's quantum armor. This introduces a new type of armor into the game. There's 2 new types. There's nano and quantum. Quantum is the best. Basically, you fill this up with energy and you're invulnerable to everything mostly. You saw those. That is a energy backpack. It can hold up to 2 million EU, I think. Yeah, 2 million EU, and it basically allows you to power your tools as you're walking around the world. The nano suit is the basic same as the quantum, just less powerful. This is a jetpack. You can use it to fly if you don't have creative flight when you come onto the server. And then the mining laser, which is pretty cool. It's basically what it says. It's a mining gun, and trusted and above are allowed to use this. I think VIP and above are allowed to use this. And then the wrench. The wrench is pretty cool. You use this to pick up your IC2 machines. You require this to pick them up. If you don't have one of those, you can use... Don't know if you can use this. Hang on, let's see. No. Okay, so you can't use that, but you can use the redstone flux one. I know that much. There you go. You can use that to pick up your IC2 machines without any fear of them breaking into the other components, because when you use the wrench, if you don't have lossless mode turned on, you actually have a chance of losing the machine when you break it. But with the flux one, you don't have any chance of losing it because it's basically an omni wrench. Okay, so next is decorative blocks. You can have reinforced stone, reinforced glass, the iron fences, construction foam, scaffolding, sorry, iron and wooden one, and then you have this seafoam sprayer and the other thing. So basically, spray that. Come on, spray it. Oh, I don't think you can. Okay, hold on. What the hell? Why does stuff not work? Has that changed or something? It's empty. Okay guys, the reason it's not working is because it's empty, but basically what it does is it sprays this stuff, and then when this cools it turns into this nice block which you can then paint and stuff with the different paint brushes in this mod. There you go, so you can paint it a nice different color, which is pretty cool. You can have it any different color you want, and it's a nice decorative block. It is a little bit messy though. I would advise using the scaffolding when you are making this stuff, because when you use the scaffolding kind of like controls its spread. It puts it inside the scaffolding instead of letting it just roam free, and also the scaffolding dries the construction foam a little bit faster than the normal environment would. And don't worry if you're worried about actually placing all the scaffolding and then having to break it later when you're finished. All you have to do is just break the bottom block, and everything else above it just falls. Think of it as real scaffolding. If you break the block at the bottom, what happens? Everything falls. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this IC2 tutorial. If you did, please give it a like. It always helps me out. And you know, if you want me to go in major detail with this again with you in game, don't hesitate to ask me. You know, I'm always available and I'm always doing stuff, or not doing stuff. So, you know, I'm always mostly free. So yeah, thanks guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.